Hello and welcome to another episode of Health Matters. I am your health coach, Dr. Michael Chillemi. And in this episode, you've been searching for ways to address your stubborn knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, mid back pain. You're in for a game changer. Today, we're going to dive into a new therapy called Shockwave Therapy. I know the name is funny, but it's an innovative treatment shaking up traditional pain approaches. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain or struggling to recover from an injury, shockwave therapy offers exciting new relief that is supported by science, widely used by all kinds of medical professionals, and is accessible to anybody seeking breakthroughs in pain management, especially for chronic pain. Okay, why does this episode matter? Because if you're feeling frustrated by treatments that only mask your symptoms, like medications or surgery, or you've been told just live with it, you'll be okay, just you have to, you got to deal with it. Yeah, there's no options for you. Then, my friends, shockwave therapy may be the solution you didn't realize you needed till now. This can help heal you and get you back living your fullest, functional, pain-free life. What we're going to cover in this episode is what is shockwave therapy and how does it work? The anatomy of pain and healing and why shockwave therapy gets the results it does, the typical benefits, recovery times, and we're going to go over even some patient informational stories that we have and how shockwave therapy can change your life. That's everything in this episode. So let's get right into it. Let's start by understanding what shockwave therapy actually is and how it works. So let's define it. Shockwave therapy is also known as extracorporeal shockwave therapy, ESWT. It's a non-invasive treatment that uses acoustic waves to target and treat pain, injuries, and inflammation. It was initially developed for breaking up kidney stones, but is now used extensively in sports medicine, orthopedic, physical therapy, and chiropractic offices to help treat and heal patients. I know when I first heard I wish they had a little bit of a better name, but shockwave therapy. Sometimes people hear like, what is that shockwave? It sounds so different than traditional or any other kind of medicine, but it is a game changer for pain. So, how does it work? What's the mechanism that it works? Shockwave therapy delivers high energy sound waves to the affected area. These waves penetrate the tissue and stimulate cellular activity, which is essential in kickstarting your body's healing process at a deeper level. What happens in the body? So, the body generates micro traumas in the targeted tissue, which forces the body to respond. What is it going to do? It's going to give you increased and improved blood flow. The waves trigger anogenesis, which is the formation of new blood vessels that improve circulation and oxygen delivery to the damaged area. It's gonna have cellular repair. Shockwave stimulates the production of collagen, a crucial protein for rebuilding damaged tissue like tendons and muscles and ligaments. Pain reduction. Shockwave therapy interrupts the pain signal to the brain and reduces inflammation. Shockwave therapy is going to break down calcified tissue. So shockwave can break apart calcified deposits, which often contribute to chronic pain in areas like shoulders, rotator cuffs, knees, carpal tunnel, fingers. It can really do some great therapies. Okay, what is the actual treatment process? So the treatment process, it's a handheld device that is applied to the area, delivering acoustic wave therapy to the tissue. The sessions are usually short, lasting anywhere from, they're usually anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. You can feel a slight pressure or vibration during the treatment, but it is generally very tolerable and even comfortable depending on your sensitivity level. Why does shockwave therapy work? It works because it's targeting the root cause of the pain rather than masking it. It encourages regeneration of damaged tissue rather than providing temporary relief. Fast results by promoting accelerated healing, reducing downtime compared to traditional methods. Okay, next segment two. Let's take a deep dive into knees, shoulders, back pain, the anatomy of pain and healing. So pain in the knees, shoulders, or back. You could say anything. Pain in the knees, shoulders, hip, back, neck, ankles, carpal tunnel. All of it often stems from inflammation, overuse, injuries, or wear and tear. Lack of blood flow and chronic tightness can prevent your body from healing naturally. So shockwave therapy operates at the cellular level. It gets deep. It goes deep. It gets to the cellular level to resolve these issues where medications and physical therapy might not be able to get that far. So what happens is it goes down to the deeper layers that we typically can't get. So usually during therapy, you're going to get through the first few layers of tissue, but those deep layers are much harder to get. The acoustic sound signals gets down deep into those areas, which is how it breaks it up. So let's talk about knee pain. Common causes of knee pain could be arthritis, whether it's osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. You could also have like a patellar tendonitis, jumper's knee. You could have ligament injuries like an ACL or MCL. You could have bursitis or IT band syndromes. Shockwave therapy for knee pain increases the blood flow, stimulates the collagen production, and repairs tendons and breaks up those adhesions or scar tissues around the joint. I'm going to tell you about one patient we had. We'll call this patient Mark. He was a 45-year-old recreational runner, has been suffering from patellar tendonitis for years. He tried cortisone, he did therapy, all of it just didn't have the relief. With shockwave therapy, he experienced noticeable pain reduction, and after only 3 sessions and after 6 treatments, he was entirely pain-free and returning to running. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, let's jump into shoulder pain. Common causes could be rotator cuff injuries, tendonitis, tears, supraspinatus tear, infraspinatus tear, subscapularis tear, whatever that tear is. Frozen shoulder, aka adhesive capsulitis, calcific tendonitis, calcium deposits, impingement syndrome. Shockwave therapy helps in the shoulder by, again, excelling at breaking down the calcified tissue caused by the injuries, also significantly reducing inflammation in the rotator cuff injuries and stimulate circulation in tendons that often struggle to heal due to poor blood supply. Okay, I'm going to tell you about a patient I had that did this. We'll call her Sarah. She had frozen shoulder that restricted her range of motion and caused significant pain. Physical therapy was slow going until shockwave therapy kick-started her healing process. Within 2 months, she regained 90% of her mobility back. Pretty amazing stuff. Frozen shoulder, if you don't catch it in the beginning, can take a long time to come back if you get it all the way back. Shockwave therapy was able to get this patient back to almost 90% with physical therapy. The combination of it was pretty unbelievable. Back pain, common causes, muscle strains, herniated disc, chronic back pain, sacroiliac joint dysfunction, or sciatica. So shockwave therapy addresses this area by treating the trigger points and the areas of chronic tightness in the back, reducing muscular tension and improving circulation. It also stimulates tissue regeneration for herniated discs and sciatica symptoms. Now, I am not telling you that you're going to regenerate the disc material in there. It stimulates the tissue around there to regenerate, just so we're clear. Okay, let me tell you about, we'll call this patient Jennifer. She was a 38-year-old office worker who struggled with sciatica for months. After only 4 sessions of shockwave therapy, she reported an 85% reduction in pain and stiffness and could sit at her desk without discomfort for a complete day. Completely changed her life. Amazing. She was so happy just to get through a day, and she realized, oh, my back didn't hurt today. Wow, it actually worked. She was so excited. Let's get into segment three, which is going to be about the benefits and typical results. So, the benefits of shockwave therapy: it's non invasive, no needles, no medication, no surgery. Sounds pretty good. Is it safe? Very few side effects. Mild soreness, maybe 24 to 36 hours, maybe. Sessions are pretty quick. Each treatment typically takes anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Fast results. Patients often feel relief after 1 to 2 sessions, and they can get optimal results from anywhere from 3 to 6 or 6 to 12. Really depends on what's going on, how long it's been there, a lot of other factors. But the point is, you get fast results. Treatment: chronic pain, acute pain, suitable for long-term injuries and recent issues. How fast does it actually work? Most people report noticeable improvement within 1 to 2 sessions. Chronic pain cases definitely take longer before you start to feel that relief, and it can take 3 to 6 before you start to feel it. Typically, we'll try to do these either twice a week or once a week, from anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks, depends on what's going on. Everybody's a little bit different. There's no boilerplate. Everybody's cases, whether you're coming once a week for 3 weeks or twice a week for 6 weeks, it really depends on you and your condition, how long it's been there, and how you're feeling as we're going through. Do you need to reduce it, so on and so forth. So, but within a few weeks, I mean, look, we're only talking at most 6 weeks, and then you should feel significant improvement. Typical results. What are the typical results? Reduce pain levels up to 80% in chronic cases. Pretty amazing. Improve range of motion, particularly in joints like shoulders and knees. Better circulation and reduces inflammation. Long-term healing. Pain relief often lasts months or even years post-treatment. Segment four: how can it change your life? Lifestyle benefits. Getting relief from pain means more than just physical healing. It allows you to truly enjoy life. Imagine lifting your kids without wincing, or enjoying hobbies like gardening or hiking, or simply sitting through a workday or sitting through a movie without pain or discomfort. Shockwave therapy offers that freedom from chronic pain that holds you back. When you combine the shockwave therapy with chiropractic and physical therapy, the results are incredible. Let's talk about some of the mental and emotional impact. When you have chronic pain, that often leads to frustration, which leads to anxiety, which leads to depression, right? You start going down the hill of, of despair. Your life cannot feel so great. But when you address the source of pain and you start getting that relief, and then you start providing long-term relief, the shockwave therapy can improve your mental well-being and restore your hope for patients who've tried everything else. So if you tried everything else, call my office, get an appointment. Let's get you in the door. Let's see what we can do. It's not gonna hurt. It's non-invasive. I told you, there's no needles, there's no injections, there's no surgery, there's no downtime, right? You'll get an exam, we'll evaluate you, you'll have a 10 to 20-minute treatment. Give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Nothing. Nothing. It's pretty amazing. Okay, let's recap. Shockwave therapy combines science and simplicity to the targeted area and heals the root cause of your pain, whether it's in your knee, your shoulder, your back, your hips, your ankle, your wrist. It gets to the root cause of what's happening. It's non-invasive, fast-acting, and capable of delivering long-lasting relief without medications or surgeries. If you're dealing with chronic or acute pain and you feel like nothing else works, give it a shot. Give shockwave therapy a shot. You have nothing to lose. Reach out to, if you're in my area, reach out to our office. I'm happy to help you. If you're not in our area, please reach out to a provider that provides this type of treatment. It could be the answer that you didn't know you needed. Remember, a pain-free life isn't out of reach. With advanced treatments like shockwave therapy, you can rebuild your health, rediscover joy, and reclaim your ability to live life to its fullest. Now, I'm going to tell you, shockwave has been around for a long time, and I really didn't understand it that well for many years until I used it on myself, right? And until I tried it, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, really? It loosened up those muscles that fast? And it really did. And sometimes you have to do something to understand it. I'm one of those people that I need to understand it so I can know how it works. And once I tried it, then I was like, because when you're a provider, you're in your ways of what to do and how to treat. But there's so much new technology and different treatments out there, and it's staying up with the times and understanding what's new, what's coming out, how do we help, what can we do. This is one of those things that is out there, but if you never knew about it, then you wouldn't understand it, right? So it's all I'm gonna tell you is go try it, see if it works for you, and see how you can start healing your back, your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your ankles, your fingers, any joint you have, it can help. As I always say, the information I've given you is my opinion alone. Please talk to your provider for their opinions so you have a better understanding. Do not take what I say as therapy or treatment. This is my opinion. With that said, my opinion is it works, and I've seen the results with patients, and it's really done a great job at getting to those stubborn patients that they just don't get better. This has changed their life. So it's opened my eyes to say, hey, we could do something else and different. And if you don't know, you don't know, right? That's like, so I'll give you the quick example. Sometimes you don't know about something because you don't know what it can do. So if you've never had, let's say you've never had pizza before, right? You've gone through, you live wherever you live, and you never had pizza. Then you try pizza, I'm like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever. But if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't know it's the greatest thing ever because you never knew about it. But now you know, it's like, give me the pizza. Okay. With that said, if you have any friends, family members that have chronic pain and you want to give them something or show them something that they might not know about, please pass this video along. This information might help them. Again, whether they're close to me, far from me, there's a lot of doctors that do shockwave therapy, and it could be a solution that you didn't know you needed. Till next time, I'm Dr. Chillemi. Be well, be safe, because your health matters.